Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Genesis 7. Let's get started now. Genesis 7 is a pivotal chapter in the book of Genesis, as it chronicles the great flood and its aftermath. This cataclysmic event is often viewed as a warning of the consequences of human sin and the importance of faith and obedience to God. Let us dive into the healing scriptures, complete story, and analyze the meaning and symbolism of this powerful chapter verse by verse. Verse 1. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. This verse highlights the importance of righteousness and obedience to God. Noah was seen as righteous in the eyes of God and was therefore chosen to lead the survivors of the flood. The ark can be seen as a symbol of salvation and protection in times of trouble. This verse also shows that God rewards those who are faithful to Him. Verse 2. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female. This verse provides instructions on which animals to bring onto the ark. It also highlights the importance of cleanliness and purity, which are values that are emphasized throughout the Bible. This verse shows that God has a plan for everything and that He is always in control. Verse 3. Of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. This verse emphasizes the importance of preserving life and ensuring the continuation of the species. It also shows that God is merciful and compassionate, as He wants to ensure that life continues after the flood. Verse 4. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. This verse provides a warning of the impending flood and the severity of the consequences of sin. It also shows that God is just and will punish those who do not follow His commands. Verse 5. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. This verse highlights the importance of obedience to God. Noah followed God's commands without question, which is a trait that is highly valued in the Bible. This verse also shows that those who are faithful to God will be rewarded. Verse 6. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. This verse provides a detail of Noah's age at the time of the flood. It also shows that God's plan can come to fruition at any time, and that age is not a barrier to following His commands. Verse 7. And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him, into the ark, because of the waters of the flood. This verse shows that Noah was not alone in his faith, and that his family also followed him onto the ark. It also highlights the importance of family and community in times of trouble. Verse 8. Of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth. This verse provides a summary of the types of animals that were brought onto the ark. It also highlights the importance of diversity and the value of all creatures in God's eyes. Verse 9. There went in 2 and 2 unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. This verse emphasizes the importance of following God's commands and that His plan will come to fruition. It also highlights the importance of balance and the value of both male and female in God's creation. Verse 10. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. This verse provides a timeline for the beginning of the flood, highlighting that God's plans can come to fruition at any time. It also emphasizes the importance of preparation and being ready for what may come. Verse 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. This verse provides a specific date for the beginning of the flood, highlighting the importance of keeping track of time and being aware of significant events. It also emphasizes the power and magnitude of the flood, as it was caused by both natural and supernatural means. Verse 12. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. This verse emphasizes the severity of the flood, as it rained for a continuous period of 40 days and nights. It also shows that God's plans can be both merciful and just, as the rain was a means of cleansing the earth of sin. Verse 13. In the selfsame day entered Noah, and Shem and Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, into the ark. This verse provides a specific detail of who entered the ark on the day of the flood, emphasizing the importance of family and community in times of crisis. Verse 14. They, and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort. This verse provides a summary of the various creatures that entered the ark, highlighting the importance of diversity and the value of all living things in God's eyes. Verse 15. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. This verse emphasizes the importance of balance and the value of all living things in God's creation. It also shows that God's plan includes all living creatures, not just humans. Verse 16. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. This verse highlights the importance of following God's commands and the consequences of disobedience. It also emphasizes the protection and security that God provides to those who are faithful to him. Verse 17. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth. This verse emphasizes the power and magnitude of the flood, as it caused the ark to be lifted up above the earth. It also shows that God's plans can have both physical and symbolic meanings. Verse 18. And the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters. This verse emphasizes the extent and duration of the flood, as the waters prevailed and covered the earth. It also shows that the ark was a symbol of salvation and protection in times of crisis. Verse 19. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. This verse emphasizes the severity and universality of the flood, as even the highest hills were covered by the waters. It also shows the consequences of sin and disobedience. Verse 20. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. This verse provides a specific measurement of the depth of the flood, highlighting the power and intensity of the waters. It also emphasizes the universality of the flood, as even the mountains were covered. Verse 21. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl, and of cattle, and of beast, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man. This verse highlights the consequences of sin and disobedience, as all living creatures on earth, with the exception of those in the ark, perished in the flood. It also emphasizes the importance of faith and obedience to God's commands. Verse 22. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land died. This verse provides a summary of the consequences of the flood, emphasizing the severity and universality of the event. It also shows that God's plans can have both physical and spiritual meanings, as the flood was a means of cleansing the earth of sin. The story of the flood in Genesis 7 teaches us several important lessons that are still relevant today. It shows the importance of being prepared for what may come, and the consequences of disobedience to God's commands. It emphasizes the value of diversity and the importance of family and community in times of crisis. It also highlights the power and magnitude of God's plans, and the protection and security that He provides to those who are faithful to Him. In our day-to-day lives, we can apply these lessons by being aware of the world around us and taking steps to prepare for potential challenges. We can also strive to be obedient to God's commands and follow His guidance in our lives. We can value and respect the diversity of all living things, and strive to build strong relationships with our families and communities. And we can trust in God's plans, knowing that He will provide us with protection and security in times of crisis. Thank you for watching. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. always take good care.